Hello there. The UK Chancellor of the Exchequer, Hammond, has signalled that an improved Brexit offer will be made to the EU prior to the Crunch December summit meeting. The Chancellor has conceded that the clock is ticking and that time is running out to break the deadlock, says the Telegraph. Speaking on the BBC One Mar show, Hammond said, "We will make our proposals to the European Union in time for the Council. I am sure about that." And here was me thinking that we'd already made our proposals within Theresa May's Florence speech. But then Hammond showed how connected he really was with reality when he went on to talk about the unemployed, saying, "Where are all of these unemployed people? There are no unemployed people because we have created 3.5 million new jobs since 2010. With the ONS reporting in its latest labour market statistical bulletin that there are 1.42 million unemployed people in the UK, the Chancellor needs to get out more. He does seem to be a bit out of touch, doesn't he? Now on to Brexit legislation. According to pro-Brexit Tory MPs Suella Fernandes and John Penrose, Remainer rebels are plotting to put a layer of rights into the Brexit legislation and may be attempting to torpedo Brexit in the process. Saying that Remainer MPs have stirred up a synthetic fuss over the setting of the Brexit date and time in stone within the Great Withdrawal Bill, the two Brexiteers say that Remainers are trying to put other provisions in, such as the amendment tabled by the former Attorney-General Dominic Grieve that would allow the vaguely worded EU Charter of Fundamental Rights to continue to apply after Brexit. The trouble for me here, though, is it seems that both sides have failed to realise the fundamental point about Brexit, and that is, after 11 p.m. on March the 29th, 2019, the Parliament they are sitting in becomes the supreme lawmaker in the UK, and the UK Supreme Court becomes the top level of judges in the land. It does not matter what is enshrined in the Withdrawal Bill, because it can be changed within the building they are sitting in. No longer will they have to take regard of laws made in Brussels. The rule of implied repeal will ensure that all new acts overrule previous ones. New acts will not have to be interpreted to make sure they comply with previously enacted EU law. The new acts will overrule them. I'll give you an example. You could do a Corbyn and enshrine the whole body of Venezuelan law into the Great Repeal Bill. And then, when the date and time of Brexit came, Parliament could immediately make a new act, discarding it all 1 second later. The whole point of the Great Repeal Bill is to ensure legal continuity between the pre-Brexit and post-Brexit eras. And the whole point of Brexit is that the UK Parliament can then, straight afterwards, change any laws for the benefit of the UK and the people in it, and not be forced to take heed of laws made at our expense for the benefit of a greater EU. Now on to a prime example of how to mislead the public at large. The Guardian website has an Observer article titled "MPs defend fees of up to £1,000 an hour to appear on Kremlin propaganda channel." And the photograph associated with it is one of Nigel Farage appearing on RT last year. As far as I'm concerned, that news outlet has therefore associated Mr Farage with MPs taking fees. But when digging down into the article, which is filled with examples of people taking money from one source or another to appear on RT, apart from the photo itself, the only other reference to the former UKIP leader was, "Others who have appeared on RT include Nigel Farage and former Labour spin doctor Alistair Campbell. It is not clear whether either was paid." It would have been far more apt to put a picture of George Galloway or Alex Hammond alongside that piece, or any of the others the article names with the amounts they are said to have received. As far as I'm concerned, this is part of moves to convince people of so-called Russian involvement in our politics, especially the EU referendum. It is a red herring designed to try and devalue the result of the EU referendum and in the process convince people that we need another one. Now let's look back and see who really tried to influence the EU referendum from outside the UK, shall we? Anyone remember President Obama's reference to the UK going to the back of the queue for a trade deal? Anyone remember Christine Lagarde of the IMF spreading doom and gloom about Brexit before the vote, something she continues to do to this day? I expect viewers can also refresh people's memories about other examples as well. So, what are your thoughts on Philip Hammond, the contents of the Great Repeal Bill, or the Russian angle? Please leave a comment below. Thank you. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.